one thing I'm disappointed at in that match when I watch it, because I still have the video, is how hot that could have been for Vortex, and how lackluster he looks right after the opening couple of spots, when you can kind of look at him and be like, wow, that guy really doesn't know what he's about to do now. He's just kind of haphazardly walking, like, all right, what are we going to do now? It's like, you're the baby face. You got to start going.
That's the type of stuff. That's what I'm talking. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about.
He was pretty green.
Because the match that you and Nick had in Jay, Florida for Danny Rowland was All-American.
No, he was
Southern Coast or
Southern Heat Pro Wrestling.
Okay, you guys had a match in Jay, Florida, which is one of my top 5 favorite matches on the local scene.
I don't even remember.
You guys probably don't remember.
I was announcing it.
I loved it. I sat in the crowd.
You did the corkscrew over the top.
Was Nick wearing the silver?
Maybe.
I think so.
Because I might know what you're talking about.
I love that. You guys can go. So what I was expecting was you guys to go and really kind of make people want to come back. And I'm probably just being overly critical because I know you guys. I'm gonna
put the match up on YouTube so that people can judge for yourselves.
I'll go ahead and say it should have been way better than it was.
In my mind, you guys were going to tear the house down. And already I had picked match of the night, and it was you guys. And then match of the night probably ended up being, and you're going to hate me for saying this, either Scotty and Chris Ace, which was good. I liked it.
I didn't watch the rest of the card.
I liked it. Or Cheatham and Mays.
Yeah, I didn't remember that match.
Yeah.
It was done really well.
I was in the back marking out with Raven and Road Dogg.
I watched it and
I liked it.
Match of the night was the main. But anywho, more high impact wrestling.
Yeah, segueing out of that, man.
After that show, Curtis went on to start running in Milton. And that's where, let's talk about Reiner the Whiner.
Yeah. Well, at that, I'd moved. And Curtis had already...
to Texas, right?
He had already started talking to me about, like, running shows. He wanted to change the name to, like, Extreme Pro Wrestling. And I was like, dude, it's so cliche.
Yeah.
It's so... I was like, A, there's already an XPW. And it's seriously, indie wrestling is like, let's just take these 20 words, championship, independent, wrestling, extreme, hardcore, and let's just draw 3. And that's what we'll call our promotion.
Yeah.
It's the same one. So... He was like, I'm thinking about doing this and I'm thinking about doing that, but he never once said, hey, I'm thinking about having you help me.
Yeah.
So I took it as he doesn't want help. No big deal.
And you were moving to Texas.
And I was moving anyway. I really didn't care. I had other stuff on my mind.
But John Saxon was his booker.
Right. Still is.
And I was working a match with Damian LeVay. And either after or before the match, I can't remember which, John Saxon approached me and told me that I was going to start carrying a crying towel out to the ring with me, a towel.
He told you to go buy it.
Go buy yourself a towel. And because I was getting paid tons of money.
The look on your face.
Yeah. Yeah, is that what it was?
I remember that very vividly because you just had this look on your face like, buy it.
Buy it. But, and I was going to be Reiner the Whiner, and that was going to get me over because I was going to lose a whole bunch of matches in a row and throw fits after them.
But the reason it works is because it rhymes.
Yeah.
That's basically...
He's Cruiser the loser.
I've been called
You're
Cruiser the
Sasso
loser,
the asshole.
I'm Kyle and I'll make you smile. That's basically how it works.
For a while.
And what we were
Dr. Seuss 101.
Because I was thinking we could actually take a helmet with a flashlight on it and be Reiner the Miner.
The Miner, yeah.
Or you could
wear a diaper.
Shave all your body hair and be Reiner the Miner the other way.
Sure.
Or you could have just came out naked and been Reiner the Vaginer. Never mind.
What? Just tuck it. But there's and that's the thing.
He's got a small cock.
When I take that Star Wars things back. When I book for rhymes.
If it doesn't rhyme,
you
better start over again.
Yeah.
Spend more time.
There you go.
And that's what sells it to me. Rhymes and names that start like first and last name.
He's being sarcastic right now.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, he is.
I've never heard him be sarcastic ever.
No.
Yeah,
like,
you were being real serious when you were wearing the boxer shorts when we were doing the other.
When was that?
What was you talking about? You're such a liar with your mullet picture.
Yeah.
I'm going to edit the mullet picture out, I think.
That's...
Well, then you better edit this out because we're talking about the mullet picture.
Yeah,
well, but you know that, seriously, he was driving down the street one day and went, holy shit, that rhymes. I need to make that work.
And in old school heel mentality, it could have worked. You know, it could have been over as far as...
Or it was a reason to get you to put over his guys for 6 months.
Could have been that too. Which
is brilliant.
You don't have to put a stupid gimmick on me to get me to put guys over.
No, I'm being serious
now.
If you can like give a guy a gimmick to where he has to continually lose to put your guys over, then you're doing something right.
Yeah. Except the host's too smart.
Like, I mean,
except you don't do it with a guy as smart as him and as good a worker as him.
Yeah, you don't do it because you know what he did? Immediately went out and put over Damian LeVay, just to show how fucking smart he was.
I think he told me after I put him over.
No, it was before. I remember.
I didn't go. No, I didn't have the towel.
No, it's because you hadn't bought it yet.
Oh.
He didn't have the money to afford a
yeah.
towel. And I'm sure
I did throw a little fit, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he got me.
Touche, salesman.
HIW. Any more we got?
I really didn't. They were doing angles with cornbread with the plank, where they were gonna cut them in half.
That everybody's done.
Yeah.
But if you go to one of their shows now,
check it. Yes.
Incredible talent.
High Impact Wrestling right now, I think, pound for pound, is the best talent roster.
As far as pure in-ring ability, you got
John Saxon.
John Saxon, who is easily a 9 out of 10 inside the ring. You got
Steve Anthony.
Steve Anthony, who's a 10 of 10 inside the ring. I think he can do everything.
He's going to be an international star. I hear those rumors.
Yeah. Wade Garrett, who's a great rough heel. From what I've seen, I've only seen him work a little.
I like that YouTube video he did.
You did?
I loved it.
I didn't care for it, but it was.
Loved it.
But it shows his, dedication to getting over as a heel.
I thought it was brilliant.
And he's got the look to be.
Yes.
Yeah, like a Bruiser Brody
that's
style.
The thing. If you are, and they're starting to get some of the GSW guys now, Rocket, Flex, McCain.
Yeah.
Go check out HIW. I'm not saying that.
Nothing but really good work.
I'm not saying that just because Curtis is my neighbor, but because
lives in the apartment too.
Yeah, he's seriously HIW probably has the best roster. They run spot shows like every 2 months and stuff, so it's.
And I'm not there, so you won't see any Jerry Reiner.
Again, the best roster.
It's true.
So go check out HIW, HighImpactWrestling.com. They're also on the MySpace. Curtis, you owe me $10.
And yes.
Now we can buy that towel.